Sharp Game here, back with another video. I'm in the streets of the ATL. You know, somebody asked me earlier today, do black women treat white guys better? Do black women treat white guys better? Now, I would think that living in the United States of America, that answer would be a no-brainer. And you might be thinking the same thing too. But it's one of those taboo subjects that most people don't talk about. I know most black people don't talk about it. But keep in mind, when I speak from my experience, and this is coming from somebody like me. I've traveled the world. I've traveled all across Asia, Australia, Canada, Mexico, all across the United States of America. But when I speak, I can only speak from my experience and from what I've seen over the past 20 years. That's over half of my life. So, the thing you have to understand, and it took me about over half of my life to understand this, is that most people, most people are going to take the side of the person that's winning. So in other words, the people that's winning in society, the people that has power and control of resources in society, that's where most people's attention is gonna go. Because you have to understand, most people can be bought for cheap. Doesn't take much money, much resources to buy most people. Most people have a price. So it doesn't matter how much people get mistreated in America. Doesn't matter how bad black people get mistreated in America. The side that's winning, that's the side that most people are going to lean on. Because that's the side that's have access to resources. And we already know who has access to most of the resources in America. I don't think we have to debate that. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure that out. And that's where most people are going to go toward the side where the people are winning. So that's the first thing you gotta realize. So a lot of women will automatically treat white guys better because most white guys just happen to be attached to more resources than you do, especially if you're black. If you're black, Hispanic, Asian, I'm gonna say you probably don't have as much access to resources as the average white guy living in America. See, what I learned a long time ago, it's not what women want. It's not necessarily the guy. It's what's behind the guy that the women want. It's the resources and the access is what the women want. More than anything. It doesn't necessarily have to do with him all the time. Now, some people will say, well, what about the guys that don't have money, don't have a lot of money, or don't have access to a lot of resources? Well, most of the time when women get with these guys, they get with the guy because of him. It has to do with him, his personality, his ambition, his charm, charisma. Maybe he has a plan. It could be anything. It has to do with him, not because of what's behind him. So that's the difference. So this is why you might see a lot of black women treating white guys better. It's not so much because he's a white guy. It's because what's behind him. It's his access, the recess, power, benefits. Because most women, let's just be honest, women see money as power. Most women see money as power. And most guys don't understand this. Most guys don't understand this. And most women, especially in the United States of America, they love money. And a lot of them will do any and everything to get access to it. Doesn't matter if they have to sell their soul. Doesn't matter what they have to do. If the opportunity is right, they'll do whatever it takes, the average woman. That's just how it is. But, you don't really have to buy women or buy resources. Or, you don't have to buy women or buy love. You don't have to take that route. But I just wanted to do this video to tell you what's really going on out here and how things really work. And things aren't always what they seem all the time. And women, for the most part, don't treat all guys the same. Their perception of white men, black men, is different. That's how it is. Maybe you might not like that. But perception is most people's reality. And they don't sit back and think about very much except themselves. Hated motherfuckers in this country anyway, or around the world really, especially in America. We don't control the images that's being shown on television. As a matter of fact, if you look at the television, you think we're the biggest criminals in the fucking world. But that's bullshit. But that's the images that the people in the dominant society they've painted those images of us, and we don't have any control over the media. So when people look at the television or open the newspaper, they automatically believe that shit because most people are dumb and ignorant. They aren't thinkers. They don't really have any critical thinking skills. They